Mr. Secretary, those couple of weeks, how seriously is the United States considering deploying ground troops? And in those couple of weeks, what exactly will you be doing?
I won't discuss military tactics. I don't think anyone in our system is going to talk to you about what we have planned or what we intend to do, and there's obvious reasons for it. But to the extent it has to do with like military tactics and plans, I would refer you to the Department of War, and the Department of War is probably going to tell you they can't tell you anything. So other than to say that we have objectives, I told you what those objectives are, and we are very confident that we are on the verge of achieving them very, very soon.
This extends to the Middle East, sir. What role could they serve other than preparing the way for potential ground invasion? And while you speak about several weeks, are you concerned that this could embroil the U.S. in the kind of prolonged conflict that President Trump came to office promising to avoid?
This is not going to be a prolonged conflict. The objectives I've outlined to you, again, I repeat them, because I see these reports of like the news is not clear on what objectives are. We've been as clear as you can possibly be from the very first night of what the objectives of this mission are. We're going to destroy their factories that make missiles and rockets and drones. We're going to destroy their Navy. We're going to destroy their Air Force. And we are going to significantly destroy their missile launchers so they can never hide behind these things to get a nuclear weapon. We are achieving all those objectives. We are ahead of schedule on most of them. And we can achieve them without any ground troops, without any. Now, in terms of why there's deployments, number one, the president has to be prepared for multiple contingencies, which I'm not going to discuss in detail. And again, I refer you to the Department of War, who will probably tell you the exact same thing. But we can achieve all of our objectives without ground troops, but we are always going to be prepared to give the president maximum optionality and maximum opportunity to adjust to contingencies should they emerge.
Secretary, going back to Iran, is it your understanding that they'll convey their response to the 50-point plan today? And are you looking for anything?
We haven't gotten it yet. Look, we've got messages. We've had an exchange of messages and indications from the Iranian system, whatever's left of it, about a willingness to talk about certain things. We're waiting for further clarification about who is it that we will be talking to, what will we be talking about, and when will we be talking. I don't have any news for you on that yet. It could happen at any moment. It could happen today. It could happen tomorrow. We're not predicting it. We're going to continue with our operation.
What will signal that they're still serious?
Well, I mean, signal is they call you and say, these are the people that speak on our behalf now. This is what they're allowed to talk about, and this is when we're prepared to meet to talk further. That would be a signal. But in the meantime, we continue with our operation, a very successful operation. Every single day, Iran gets weaker and weaker. The Department of War is doing a tremendous job of weakening that regime and its ability to lash out against its neighbors and threaten the world.
Did you hear about the report from the Trump accusing the U.S.
The Iranian? Oh, okay. Well, he's an expert in genocide. They're experts in that because, they sponsor terrorism all over the world. And they've killed thousands and thousands of people. Look at the Middle East. Look at the Middle East, guys. Every problem in the Middle East tracks back to Iran. Hezbollah, Iran. Shia militias that are destroying and threatening Iraq, Iran. Hamas, Iran. The Houthis, Iran. Assad when he was in Syria, Iran. Everywhere you turn, they're behind all of it. They are a destabilizing, dangerous, evil force that had to be dealt with. They have to be weakened. It's good meetings. Obviously, it was an opportunity to talk to our allies of the G7 and outline the perspective of what we have going on with Iran. We talked about a lot of things, but obviously the Iran operation. And we're very clear, as we've been from the very beginning, the objectives of this mission have been clear from the very first night the president announced it. We're going to destroy Iran's Navy. We've destroyed their Air Force. We're going to basically destroy their ability to make missiles and drones in their factories, and we're going to substantially, dramatically reduce the number of missile launchers so that they cannot hide behind these things to build a nuclear weapon to threaten the world. As the Department of War has consistently outlined, we are on or ahead of schedule in that operation and expect to conclude it at the appropriate time here in a matter of weeks, not months, and the progress is going very well. Obviously, we have some work to do. We have to finish the job, and we are finishing that job. I did describe to our allies, however, that immediately after this thing ends, and we're done with our objectives, one of the immediate challenges we're going to face is an Iran that may decide that they want to set up a tolling system in the Straits of Hormuz. Not only is this illegal, it's unacceptable, it's dangerous to the world, and it's important that the world have a plan to confront it. The United States is prepared to be a part of that plan. We don't have to lead that plan, but we're happy to be a part of it. But these countries have a lot at stake, not just the G7 countries, but countries in Asia and all over the world have a lot at stake and should contribute greatly to that effort to ensure that neither the Straits of Hormuz or frankly any international waterways should ever be something that's controlled or told by a nation state or by a terroristic government like the one that exists in Iran today in that radical clerical regime. So there seemed to be a lot of buy-in to that concept. There's a lot of work happening right now. The UK has played a prominent role in bringing that together, but other countries as well. And there seems to be a lot of acceptance of all that. And our allies and partners here, at least to me, seem to be appreciative of updates on our operation and an understanding of what lies ahead over the next few weeks. Okay?